The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set up, 15 line. 15 line.
Let's go, defense.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hodges now, flush to his right. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Let's go. Shift.
Hodges here on second down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 38 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Down. 185. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Carr now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Monday, down. 180. Come on.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Raiders.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Carr now on first down. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Williams on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 3-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Raiders nothing.
Down. No waiting. 98 for Mike. You got nothing to do. You got nothing.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 29-yard line.
On the ready.
15. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On first down, here's Hodges. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Well, partner, let's talk Super Bowl. We have to. Before the year, by the way, we made predictions for the Super Bowl. You got one of the teams right. You had Kansas City and New Orleans, but you had the Saints winning. I also had the Saints there, but losing to New England. And now we get a chance to rectify things. So who's going to win the big game, partner?
Well, I think San Francisco wins 35-34. MVP, usually a quarterback. But in this case, we're going to have an upset. Middle linebacker Fred Warner is going to have 13 tackles and an interception return for a touchdown and be the upset MVP winner over Jimmy Garoppolo, because in the Super Bowl, if the quarterback does anything, he wins the award. But this time, the defense, which got them there, is going to take charge, and Fred Warner walks away. Super Bowl MVP, 49ers, Super Bowl champions.
You went above and beyond with great specifics there. I'll be a little bit more general. I'll just say that the Chiefs are going to win by a touchdown, and yes, I'll go with the MVP being number 15, Patrick Mahomes.
And if you're not really rooting in this game, how great a matchup is this?
It's fantastic. Going to be a ton of fun. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Hodges. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Well, Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Hodges. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Charles, you and I have made our predictions for Super Bowl 54. Well, coming soon, the official Madden NFL 20 Super Bowl predictions. Something Madden folks do every year is predict how they think the big game is going to play out. And that prediction, with the help, by the way, from Peyton and Eli Manning, is going to be revealed on Thursday, January 30th, 9 Eastern. Go to EA.com/theprediction to check it out. And keep playing Madden to feed the machine and tell us who you think will win as well. Again, it's EA.com/theprediction. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Watch the screen.
5.
On first and 10, it's Hodges. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Here's Hodges looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
30 base.
51.
Third and long, it's Hodges. And the pressure gets to him again. Maurice Hurst picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. It's a screen to Richard. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Now! Watch 98. 180. Charlie, we're good, we're good. 180.
Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. A quick sidestep here, CD. The NFL doing something kind of neat for its 100th season, which wraps up with Super Bowl 54. They're inducting a 20-man class, a centennial class, into the Pro Football Hall of Fame this year. Now, a number of modern-day candidates won't be announced until the night before the Super Bowl, but 15 have already been announced, and it's a pretty good list so far. Guys like Harold Carmichael, Bobby Dillon, Alex Karras, Donnie Shell, Duke Slater, a number of others in there as well, CD.
Yeah, you're right about that. And what this does is they hope it helps ease the backlog of some of the great candidates that are out there. You know, Max Speedy and Ed Sprinkle, people may have forgotten about, but they were tremendous during their time frame. And we did get to see.
There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 27, Carr. Jones has it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people are wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, hey, CD, we talked about some of the guys that were going into the Hall of Fame, the 15 that we already know. But of the more modern-day players that are finalists, who do you think's going to get in?
That is really, really difficult. I'm glad you asked because it gives us a chance to kick it around just a little bit. Tony Baselli, the left tackle, a lot of people have not put him in, I think, due to longevity. But when he played, he was as good as it got. I mean, the best in the game. I think it's his time. I think he's going to find his way in, even though there's a backlog of offensive linemen like Steve Hutchinson's available. Alan Faneca's available. If you have to pick a safety out of this crew of Leroy Butler, Steve Atwater, John Lynch, Troy Polamalu, good luck on that one, although I think Polamalu is going to be a first ballot Hall of Fame. I think he gets in. I think Edgerrin James, the running back, it's his time. He should have been in a while ago as far as I'm concerned. It's time for him to go ahead and get his due and get in. And if you're a receiver, good luck. Torrey Holt. Isaac Bruce, Reggie Wayne, Who do you pick out of that crew? So I think a few guys who are deserving will get overlooked again, like a Sam Mills, the linebacker, or a Zach Thomas. But all in all, it's going to be a very strong class.
And we will find out who the 5 are that will go into Canton with the other 15 the night before the Super Bowl on Saturday. Carr completes it, and they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Throwing on second and long. Carr.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Akers. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Bud Dupree, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Carr. And no, it's incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now it's Hodges. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun on 3rd down, Hodges. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling. Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. The Steelers going for it with Hodges eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Curtis Riley. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from. And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of it. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. 2nd down and goal. Carr. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 30, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take in the next? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held him to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Two-check bomber. Two-check bomber. Get it.
On 2nd down, it's Connor, and he stopped immediately there. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, this from 37. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for us.